Hello, everyone. We hope you're prepared, as today's Champion Spotlight is going to be a real adventure. Journey, if you will. But don't worry, we've got the perfect guide for such an epic quest. Meet the one and only Sun Wukong. Okay, I may have been exaggerating. You don't actually have to make any dangerous pilgrimages to recruit this legendary Skinwalker champion. Just log into the game 7 times between August 22nd and October 23rd, and Wukong will pledge his staff to your service. Don't go panicking if you miss out on this 7-day loyalty program. Sun Wukong will be available to summon via shards once it ends on October 31st. Now, let's see what this Monkey King can do. With Wukong being an attack-type champion, he's got some divine strength behind his attacks. Let's start with his default skill, Gotcha. A pretty standard skill, Wukong thwacks one enemy with his trusty staff with a 25% chance to place a stun debuff on them. If your target's under any buffs, this chance increases to a scary 50%. That staff is pretty heavy. It's no wonder then that it'll leave someone seeing stars. Not only is the staff heavy, but it's magical. The aptly named Staff of Wonder is Wukong's second skill, with Wukong striking a single opponent with a hefty blow, ignoring 50% of their defense. If this Wondrous attack kills the target, any surplus damage will be dealt as an additional AoE attack to the remaining enemies, also ignoring 50% of their defense, but lacking the ability to crit. If the attack doesn't kill, Wukong's got a devious trick up his sleeve. Rather than dealing AoE damage, Staff of Wonder will turn its target into a sheep for 1 turn. Ta-da! There's no blocking this transformation. The target will just have to bear it. Come on, that was funny. Wukong's penchant for trickery continues with his third skill. Now you see us. With the help of some mystical clones, this AoE attack sees the Great Sage stealing all buffs from the enemy team, smacking them upside the head, and then placing block buffs on them for 2 turns for good measure. Support champions really hate this guy. Obviously, you want to time this skill so you steal as many buffs from the enemy team as possible before landing the follow-up strike. If you manage to steal some increase attack or increase crit damage buffs, expect this to deal some serious damage. The monkey business doesn't end there. If Wukong does bite the dust, his passive skill, Unbeatable Wukong, will bring him back with full health and full turn meter 3 turns later. A nasty surprise for any enemy. This automatic revive should take the pressure off your healers. As you know, he'll spring back to life in no time. Watch out for block revive debuffs, though. Finally, there is Wukong's Aura skill, which increases ally speed in the arena by an impressive 28%. That'll add a nice little spring in your step. So, to recap, Sun Wukong is a tricky champion who excels at debilitating the enemy, whether it's stunning them with his default skill or stealing all the buffs for himself. The unblockable sheep debuff from Staff of Wonder will give your enemies quite the headache, especially if you time it to disable their most important champion at a critical moment. Consider pairing Wukong with champions who can apply counterattack, because the stun placed by Gotcha is too good to ignore. As for artifacts, Wukong does need accuracy to make the most of skills like Gotcha and Now You See Us. At the same time, the usual damage dealer mix of speed, attack, crit damage, and crit rate are all useful stats to boost. You can see a few artifact suggestions on screen right now, but there's no shortage of viable sets for this plucky primate. That's all we have for this spotlight. Be sure to jump into Raid to recruit Sun Wukong to your cause. Like and subscribe for more Raid content. And let us know what you think of this mischievous monkey in the comments below. Happy raiding.